Alright, so sorry for not uploading yesterday. I've been missing basically every Sunday for like the past month or whatever. It's just, I'm trying to give myself some space here. So anyway, so at the moment, the only thing that we have left now, I yesterday ended up finishing the Bruen. Now, the Bruen isn't necessarily a bad gun or anything like that, but even built in the fastest way possible that you can, it doesn't have that snappiness to it that you need in multiplayer, so it was pretty annoying dealing with this. On top of the fact that we had, you know, these terrible playlists with, you know, Park and all that stuff is super annoying. It's still here, but hopefully that changes tomorrow. So, the Bruen here, I'll check it out here. Got the Obsidian Bruen here now. So, all of these LMGs, they're all done. I literally have a spreadsheet over here that has them all down. So, all this stuff is done. All the LMGs are done now. All the shotguns are done as well, and all of the SMGs except these two down here. I'm working on the Striker at the moment, and then we'll get to the Fennec or whatever. Realistically speaking, I have completed more than the actual base weapons on the game if I combine, you know, with the added DLC weapons or whatever. So technically speaking, I have, you know, gotten more than enough of the base weapons actually Obsidian here. But I mean, honestly, if shipment ends up coming out and I can finish at least one of these a day, yeah, I can make a ton of progress. I'm really hoping that the next playlist update we end up having is actually going to just have straight up shipment 24/7. That's what I need. I shoot the ship, just straight shipment. Probably not going to get that though. So this is my class setup here for my Striker 45, by the way. Just has good damage on it. The 400mm barrel is super good. I go the 45 round mags because the 25 rounds that you get in the magazines for it by default is pretty terrible. You can kill like maybe 2 people, 3 if you're lucky, and they're all grouped together and you don't miss much or things like that and stuff if you're not already dead by that point. If it ends up feeling too slow or whatever, I could take the monolithic off, put something on the rear grip, but personally I think this by itself is good enough. Since it's an SMG, its base ADS speed is like really fast, so it's not the same as like when I'm struggling with like the Bruen, for example, where its default, you know, ADS speed is already incredibly slow. This one is actually pretty quick, so adding the extra things on there, you know, it's pretty nice. I know other people run the what is it, the Guardian barrel or whatever. This thing like allows you to like strafe and stuff like that when you're walking, but I don't really mess with it much. I don't like it. I don't think the improvement is enough personally. Maybe if I walked a little bit faster or walked around like I was cranked or something like that, I would like it. So the reason I brought that up is because I did a similar thing with the P90 in Warzone. My P90 actually had a similar setup with the fly strap and stuff with a red dot, and I would just like ADS, and I'm just like, you know, walking around corners and shit on some Terminator stuff. I have cold-blooded, by the way. It doesn't matter. Did you see that snap right there? I swear there's something wrong with my controller. My controller has been doing this since yesterday. I mean, given I had like a mental breakdown yesterday and nearly smashed it, so maybe that's what's going on. Yeah, it's like snapping. Yeah, see that? Yeah, see that? Look. It's snapping whenever I go really slow. Snap, snap. See, there's no one there, but it's snapping when I do this. I don't know what's going on with that. I think I messed this controller up. The other one isn't gonna work either, so I never had luck. Speaking of luck, I don't know exactly how long this video is going to be, but turns out that we got another issue with the house. Call of Duty 2020 has been leaking their maps and stuff like that, and yeah, that's not the only thing that's been leaking. Turns out that my roof in my house is got a hole or something in it somewhere. I'm gonna have some people check it out today, so hopefully everything will be good, you know, in the sense of like, you know, it's not too crazy or whatever. I mean, the worst case scenario is I have to replace the entire roof on my house. That's the worst case scenario. I have no idea actually what can be done. If it could be done a bit easier and something just needs to get patched up and something needs to get repaired or whatever, then fine. But you guys already know I've dealt with so much water damage from that whole toilet situation before. On 2 different occasions, like right near each other, it was terrible, soul-crushing shit. This time around, during the storm a few days ago, I noticed that when I was walking outside of this door here, there's like a ledge to be able to like see downstairs or whatever, and in the wall I noticed that it was kind of like weird and warped looking. Now it seems like it's been happening for a long time because it doesn't seem like this has been there just now. I don't know how I haven't noticed, but yeah, there's this like squarish part that's against the wall. Roof above that area in the wall is like there's a hole or something, and there's a bunch of water leaking through, and it's seeping through that wall. Now it's not a whole bunch of water like pouring out or whatever, but the wall is literally wet, so they're probably gonna go look at that, at least dry it out, prevent it from, you know, at least leaking more at the moment, and then we'll see what we got to do from there. I don't know exactly what that's going to entail for my house, if especially during like this whole pandemic type of stuff. I don't want to be near any of the people and anything like that, so I'm just gonna like, whatever they gotta do, they're gonna do it. Literally, my controller's actually fucked. So so nice to actually use a weapon that's formidable in multiplayer for once. Back when I was a kid and I've lived in places and stuff, roofs are leaking, there's parts of the house that just aren't necessarily finished and stuff like that. You know what it's like. I feel like at least a few people understand where I'm coming from with that. You don't always have the most perfect household setup. Not everything's perfect or whatever. And for me, when I was a kid, it's just like, okay, yeah, water damage, whatever, so long as the entire house isn't completely flooded and everything is destroyed, then who cares if a wall got damaged? But yeah, obviously there's structural issues and what's the thing that I'm allergic to? Oh yeah, mold, that's it. Yeah, Alexa sent me a message. She's like, it's mold. So mold and all that other stuff could like be in the wall and all that other stuff. And since, obviously I'm allergic to it and it's just not healthy, especially with like animals and stuff around, I don't want anyone to get sick. So everything's got to get taken care of, right? So I have that going on. I don't know what it is with me and water damage, but yeah, unlucky. Given, obviously, in this scenario, I can't even, like, feel like it's my fault or whatever it is. At least, see, the toilet stuff, I mean, even to this day, I am still sitting there kind of skeptical about any toilet that I flush at this point. For a long time, I've recently got used to this, but for a long time after that happened, I literally flushed the toilet, and you know how you can hear it, like, working and refilling the toilet back up and stuff after you flush? I would literally sit there and watch the toilet refill and then stop itself. I would just sit there and watch it. I've only just recently been able to get over that, and it's not like I don't pay attention to it. It's still in the back of my mind every single time I flush a toilet now. This kind of thing right here, at least it doesn't feel like it's my fault. Before I felt like such a terrible, monstrous human being for producing shit big enough to actually destroy a toilet or whatever happened to it. So long as it's not happening anymore, I don't give a shit. That's the same thing with this whole situation. I'm just trying to get the whole thing fixed. I don't need a roof leaking, and it's definitely leaking, so gotta get that looked at. So again, forgive me. I apologize for, not uploading early, not making my videos 15, 20 minutes long and stuff like that like everybody else. I've been getting the complaints and the other people saying, oh, dude, you don't need to do Obsidian. Do you understand how deep I am? The tweets are getting more and more passionate about how tired they are, and they must not be paying attention to the videos. Don't tweet at me about how you're tired of Obsidian. You're tired of Obsidian? I'm tired of Obsidian! And people are like, oh, Obsidian isn't even that hard to get. It's like, no, it's not. Now unlock it for every single weapon in the game and then let me know after that. I'll see you in like a couple months. Good luck getting good playlists to maybe speed up that process for you. I guarantee you if I had shipment this entire time, I would have been done like a month ago. The amount that I play this game changes with my playlists, by the way. My playtime has gone down exponentially every single time shipment has just gone away. I don't want to play these maps. I'm tired of this map. I used to like Park. I hate this map now. It's only been like a week. I hate this map now. I like it. I mess with 3-lane, but the way that people play the map, I hate it. I'm tired of it. I'm over it. I hate the buildings on the sides of the map. I don't even mess with that side of the map anymore. I go specifically, exclusively either through the middle or through the other side at this point, because every single time there's somebody with some sort of drinking issue behind that bar all the way at the end of the C flag. Yep, look at me. Spawning right here with him. There's one. So yeah, I'm just working on the striker. This will probably be done pretty quickly, pretty soon. I'm not entirely sure how much I'm going to be able to play once the people show up or whatever, but we'll see about that. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for all the love on the video. Wish me luck. Maybe Call of Duty 2020 will leak a little bit more to make me a bit happier about my leaky ceiling. It's probably not going to make me feel any better at all, actually. I'm starting to develop worry lines in my forehead from the amount of stress that this has put me through. This is literally physically aging me.